Hi, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Brittany Lee. It's at Young Stardust on Instagram. Yeah,
How old are you?
I'm 24.
How many siblings do you have?
Total, I have close to 18 siblings, but biologically, I have 7.
Okay.
4 by my dad, 3 by my mom, and 1 fully biological sibling.
Cute. Where are you from?
Tacoma, Washington. I moved around Pierce County a lot, but I'm from Tacoma. That's my home.
What is your occupation?
I am a youth program specialist at the Tacoma Rescue Mission. It's a series of family shelters. I'm in the youth program. I work with 6th to 12th graders.
Fun. Okay. Describe your household growing up.
Well, I entered foster care when I was 2. That was 1996. And then I was in 10 homes. And then I don't remember, I only remember 2 of those very faintly. And then I was in one from 4 to 12. No, 4 to 16. And then 6 homes after that. 17 total. I don't know. It was messy. It was chaotic. I mean, it was like I'm so used to it. I was very adaptable. So, a lot of different adults, a lot of different other kids, other foster siblings, all kinds. There was like indigenous brothers that I had at one point. I don't know what tribe they belonged to. And then I had a lot of brothers because the home I was in the longest, the foster mom, she really liked boys. So I had a lot of brothers. But yeah.
Cool. Do you feel like living there was difficult due to the difference in ethnic cultures?
No, I think it was cool. I feel like I learned a lot about just different households, different cultures were brought into the home. My mom was Filipino, my dad was white. He was born in New York and she was born in like in the Philippines, like in rural farm area. And then like I said, I had like Hispanic foster siblings, black siblings, white, you name it. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. I'm kidding. But it was kind of cool. I really appreciate growing up around other diversities, other cultures.
What do you feel like was your turning point in finding your true identity, and what is something that specifically made you who you are today?
I would say my turning point, the foster home I was in from 4 to 16, I feel like they really stifled me personality wise and a little bit culturally too. A lot of foster parents aren't required to like be, it's not mandatory for them to take certain like cultural competency or like ethnic sensitivity, training classes. So yeah, but I feel like the turning point was when I moved out of that home. Because for some reason, every home I moved into after that had at least one black adult in it. I don't know if they were doing that on purpose, but anyways, yeah, that helped me kind of like be more open about like, oh yeah, I'm black. I forgot that. And then I got to like explore and be in like black spaces and meet new people who like validated me, and that was cool. What was the other part of the question?
What is something that specifically made you who you are today?
I would just say foster care as a whole, because it helped me realize that I want to take care of kids like forever. I love children. I want to work with youth, and it helped me realize some specific issues I can tackle when I'm gonna be like working towards changing things about the foster care system, because that's what I want to do. Like cultural training, I think that should be mandatory. And especially because Washington has a lot of indigenous youth in the system. So I think that everything happens for a reason. So now I can go and help change very specific things, and based on my experience and other kids that I grew up with. Yeah.
Cute. Have you felt isolated or different due to your race? How so?
I would say that just mostly in school. Growing up, when I wasn't in... No, I would, just say in school. Like, I felt like I got to hang out with other black kids because I look black, because I am black. But, like, there's a lot of ways I felt like I couldn't relate to them. Or at least ways they, like, made me feel bad for not being able to relate. Things that they considered, like, blackness. But, yeah.
And then, are you going on to the next thing?
Yeah.
If you could help someone who has felt that way, what would you do or say to them?
My favorite quote that I think about a lot since I heard it is actually from New Girl. And it's this episode, it's all these people living in a loft together, if you don't know. Anyways, this is episode where one of the dudes who's like Jewish, white, and he's trying to get his black friend to be able to be more blacker. And he's trying to get him to do things that he thinks make him black or whatever. But then Winston, the black dude's like, you know, Schmidt, being black means whatever I want it to mean. And that hit me. I was like, preach. And so I would just say that to any kid who's like struggling culturally, not even just black kids, but like anybody. Like, just basically who you are is enough. It's valid.
That's good.
You define it. Boom.
Boom. Why are we twins?
You have to keep that in.
If you were able to go back in time and tell your 5-year-old self anything regarding your identity, what would it be?
I would say that it's okay to be who you are, basically. Because I'm like, if I'm 5, what am I going to understand? So I would just put it simple like that. Like, it's okay to laugh, it's okay to cry, or to be angry. Because like I said, I felt stifled a lot in that foster home. So just being told that I'm allowed to be who I am would be cool. Yeah.
Good job. Proud
Thanks,
of you.
fam.
You're the best.
So after interviewing Brittany, I think it's very apparent that her identity is really shaped around foster care, but not just, like, that's not who she is, but, like, she wasn't able to, like, blossom into the person she is now until after she was out of foster care, because she was not, like, I remember when she first went to my cousin's house when she was their foster kid, which was the last house she was in until she got out of foster care at like 19 or 20 years old. And like, I think being there and being around them, but also when she moved out and got to live on her own, like, it really made her blossom into like loving herself and loving who she is as an African American. And because I remember one of the first things that she said to me when I met her in 2012 was like something along the lines of, I'm basically a white girl. I think she said she listened to country music or something, and so she said she's basically a white girl. But but she would never say something like that today, because she's proud of who she is and she's proud to be an African American woman. And so I think that being within the foster care system like held her back from being her like best self and the most just the best self and proud of who she is. because she never got that before.